Hey, so I wanted to take an opportunity to give you an inside look of how I create the content that I create and how I utilize different platforms to help me create my writing and my books and so on. It's all me. I'm writing every single thing. Even though I do use I tell AI what to do. So I wanted to give you an inside look of how I write and the tools that I use because I love long form writing and how it helps me in the long run save time and energy with certain things that I do. So come on this journey with me. All right, so I just entered all this information into ChatGPT. This is all me, my writing, the things that I've said. As a self taught writer and author, it's incredible to witness my work in real time in the form of books and long form articles. Sometimes when I read what I have created, because I feel such a sense of pride that even though I didn't go to school or receive a degree for writing, that I have the ability and creativity to be such a powerful wordsmith. I was never afraid of putting my writing and my work out there for the world to see because deep in my heart, I know that those who needed my words would resonate and not be so concerned about having a degree and so on and so forth. So that's what I wrote. And I sent it here within Chat GPT. And so pretty much it just formatted it for me, like periods, commas, things of that nature. However, it didn't change what I wrote. And I read carefully what I do when it comes to that. So the next thing that I do is I utilize my Substack newsletter. That's where all my articles are stored. And I would copy and paste it in here. But first, before I do that, like I said, I read everything that I wrote. If it feels good to my spirit, then I go ahead and I add it to my Substack. Right? Because I want, as you can see, it's the same thing that I wrote. But pretty much all ChatGPT did, the way that I program it, is just to, commas and periods and dashes and so on and so forth, and making sure the sentences look correct. And that's my process. So this is how I write. This is how my brain is, and this is how I create my books and my long form articles that I use on Substack. I'm proud of myself for being a self-taught writer, author, self-taught person in general, self-taught entrepreneur, let's put it that way. Because I feel like sometimes when you go to school, there's nothing wrong with school. But when you go to school and you get a degree and you don't have enough experience, the companies didn't want to hire you. And when you have the experience and you don't have the degree, they want to shortchange you. So I had to find ways to be a creative writer and author, utilizing platforms such as Substack to reach the masses, for people to read my work, and also being a very thought-provoking, emotional driven, going into the hearts, piercing into the heart spaces of people who read my work is so valuable to me. And that is my sauce, my secret sauce. Evoking emotions through my words, my feelings, and my thoughts, and putting myself in the place of my readers. What do they want to feel? What is the lesson they want to take away? What are they learning? How they're applying what I wrote into their lives and things like that. And you can't make this shit up. This is tried and true information. And I just wanted to give you an insight of what that looks like.